saying we like each other.
Alrighty, and away we shall go. My name is Linda, and I'd like to welcome you to Silver Springs and the Deep Wilderness Trail Ride. I will be your driver and guide for the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. In our first playpen up here to the left, we have from Southeast Asia, India, and Malaysia. Two are up on the high bar. Two are over here. A family of four, white-handed, gibbon apes. We have Papa Gary, Mama Glenda, Kenny, and Ty in here. They get to be about 20 pounds each. They live to be about 45 years old. They are known to be the acrobats of the jungle. They can swing hand over hand in here at about 30 miles an hour. They are the smallest of the ape family, and they are, in fact, apes and not monkeys. And how can you tell the difference? Is monkeys have tails, apes do not. Now in our next enclosure here from the Kodiak Islands, just south of Alaska, we have one of our 3 Kodiak bears. We have 3 here in the park that range in weight from 1,100 to almost 1,400 pounds. They can double that weight in the wild. They are the second largest bear, only to the polar bear. Maxie boy.
She don't want to be in the show no more.
Yeah, really. And here we go, the end of the pavement and the end of our budget.
End of your budget.
That's why we packed it away.
And that's about all we can afford for the roller coaster section. Now this first bridge that we're going to cross here is what's called a cattle guard bridge. It's made to help keep our animals in. It's made out of round stock. It's spaced far enough in between that when our animals try to step on it, they can't get real sure-footed. Plus, they can still see down below their feet. They don't like that either. So they themselves choose not to cross it. Excuse me. Now, throughout the park, we do have quite a few bold cypress trees. Some of them are as much as 500 years old. Now in our first corral here, we have our miniature horses. They are from Spain. They're bred down in Spain to work the coal mines and the salt fields. They say they're every bit as strong as a regular horse. They're just more compact. And then right here in the middle, we have from India, the world's smallest cattle. He is a miniature zebu. His name is Warlord. He gets to be anywhere from 42 to 48 inches in height from the ground to his shoulders. They're bred down in India to pull small carts and plow fields. And they do live to be about 20 years old. And then in through here is what we used to call the tunnel a while back. We were so overgrown with trees in here that you couldn't even see the light of day. Since then, 2 hurricanes back-to-back came through, Jean and Francis, and took out over 280 some odd trees. Now they have told us that it's going to be at least 100 years and maybe even a little longer before it gets back to the way it was. And here we come up onto our animal area, and let's see what we have to talk about first. I guess we're going to talk about our llamas. Our llamas are from Peru. They are pack animals. They are kin to the camel family, and like the camels, they have the same spitting habits. They can spit up to 15 feet accurately.
Yeah? You reckon?
Spike. Hey, Spike.
Spike's, that one's bored.
Yes, really. And then, of course, we have our Oreo cookie cow. Buddy. Buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come see the people. Can you come visit? Come on. Come on. Please. Come on. Not today. Our Oreo cookie cow is a Scottish belted Galloway cow. She comes to us from Scotland for real, not Burger King. And then let's see what else we have. Up here we have one of our self-shearing sheep. Now they have hair, not wool. So when they get too hot, all they have to do is rub up against something and all that thick hair comes off of them. And they can cool right back down. You can see where she's already started on her hindquarters there. And then over at the red feeder, a big white bird. His name is Renegade. This little gray bird right here, her name is Sally. Renegade and Sally are rhea birds. They are from South America. They are the fourth largest non-flight bird to the ostrich. And then these guys with the bluish and balding heads, they are emu birds. The emus are from Australia, and they are the second largest non-flight bird to the ostrich.
We might be going that fast. We will go that fast. We'll go back.
And that's pretty much all of our animals that we have in here on a regular basis. So I will talk to you a little bit about the wild rhesus monkeys. Now they all are wild. We don't have any in captivity, nor do we worry.
Oh, there's one right there.
A lot of people think that they got here from when they were done filming Tarzan, and that's not true. What did happen, though, is there was a gentleman by the name of Colonel Toohey. But before we get into that, let me show you these eggs here. These are eggs that are from, the last bird that I show you, the emu bird. They're non-fertile eggs, so we just have them on display here so you can see about how big they get.
The emus, the birds are following us. They're right there.
So anyway, back to the wild rhesus monkeys. This gentleman by the name of Colonel Toohey decided, he took tours of the river and around the island. He decided it would be a little bit more interesting to put some monkeys on that island for people to look at and talk about. So he purchased a dozen or so of these things, put them out on the island, came out the very next day. Not one single monkey was on that island. Now what he thought he had purchased were spider monkeys. As spider monkeys cannot swim. And then he realized that what the gentleman actually sold him were these rhesus monkeys. And also found out that the rhesus were excellent swimmers. So of course, right off the island they went. They just kept multiplying through the years. And now they've been seen as far north as Jacksonville, Florida, and as far south as Miami, and east to west, coast to coast. Now in through here is what we call Tarzan land. Back in the late 30s, early 40s, there was a gentleman by the name of Johnny Weissmuller that came through here. Or you might know him better as Tarzan himself. And they decided they were going to film 6 out of the first 10 Tarzan episodes right here in Silver Springs. Also, they've done some 90 movies in part here at the park. Movies like The Creature from the Black Lagoon, Legends with Tom Cruise, The Yearling, and Smokey and the Bandit 3, just to mention a few. Also, the late Steve Irwin, the Crocodile Hunter, has done several documentaries here. Lloyd Bridges from Sea Hunt. Now they've done over 100 episodes of Sea Hunt here at the park. Now down here and on our right is one of the Jeeps that was used in the filming of Tarzan. And if you get a male Jeep driver, he's probably going to try to tell you that Jane drove that Jeep last. He'll tell you that's why it's still sitting there. Now, I'm not going to agree with that wholeheartedly there. I just say that maybe they let one of the chimpanzees drive it one too many times. And while we're speaking of chimpanzees, Peter, that played the little chimp in the Tarzan episode, just recently passed away. This past December, as a matter of fact. He was 80 years old. He did abstract painting, and you can see some of his work on cheetah.com. Now, I used to talk about this little squiggly tree right directly behind this fallen tree. It was our Florida walking tree. It also does resemble a giraffe of sorts, and if you look at the low spot of this tree here that's fallen, the first one right behind it, you can see what looks like two legs coming up, and then a body, and then a neck. And then here we go back onto the road that's going to take us back to civilization. Now, everyone is going to be exiting through the World of Bears. Up at the World of Bears, we have some white chairs. If you sit in those white chairs at 4 o'clock this afternoon, somebody will come down from Wildlife and talk to you in way more detail about both the Kodiak and the black bear. And then they try to switch it around into a question and answer type thing. So if you'd like to participate in that, right up here at the World of Bears, just sit in those white chairs and they'll be happy to answer any and all questions you might have. And that's pretty much the end of our Jeep Wilderness Trail ride. Now when you exit the trail, please watch your step, watch your head. If you hit your head, please watch your language. And have a great day here at Silver Springs. Have a safe trip home, wherever that may be. And thank you very much for being part of the Jeep Wilderness Trail ride. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, just wait though. Just wait though, okay? Just wait. You gotta wait.
You having fun?
Okay?
Too much fun, huh?
People have got to get off though.